Hi, welcome back to Guardian Angel Resin Creations. Today I want to try and do, well, I call it a lady and a man and a lady. So the other day I made a couple of ladies. So here they are. Now I'm just going to stand up on my stool to see, sorry about the rain, see whether she's not too blurry. So I made her the other day. And I put a bit of pearlescent colour into my sealer, and she looked really good, and then I stupidly put a little bit of different colour on her cheeks and it's ruined her. So I want to try and make another one. So that's one that I did, and then I did one that had black in it. Now I was hoping for more of a marble, and I got well, maybe I got clothes on her shoulder. So that's her, but I got these, all of these little marks. Now I don't know whether my powder was a bit too watery or it wasn't watery enough, so I'm going to give her another go. So I've just stuck flowers in her the other day for the Mother's Day that I did a while ago, which clearly they did not sell. So I'm just going to pop these back where they belong. So I've put them back. Now I was thinking about just doing a plain one again, but I might go a different colour. Now this mould sitting here, I've had to repair it, so now I don't even know whether it's going to work out. I have had to super glue it. So it's a Temu mold. Because I shove them all in the one box or in the one bag, it got ripped. Now it may have been ripped before it was even sent, because it is quite a soft, flimsy mold. So if if they've packed it in and put something down on there, it's ripped it. So I've had to put a little bit of super glue on there. I sticky taped it for the weekend, and it seems to have held. So I'm going to see how I go with it. I did get my money back on it. They did send me my money back and said I could keep the mold. So I have got 150 grams of powder sitting here for this one. Now I've measured about 150 grams of water in this, so I'm going that it needs around that amount. So I have a tiny little star here for something else that I have, that I will put a little bit of white in, because I got a mold and it takes like 2 stars around it, and they give you 1 mold. So I need to make up some every time so that I've got a handful of them, and then I can colour them if I want to. So I've got 50 grams of water. And I was thinking of doing a metallic copper. I have a metallic bronze and a pure gold, and I want to do these 3 in this mold, but I thought I might give the copper a go in this one. So bang down the side so I don't get it everywhere, and try and open it. These are so hard to open, these ones. Okay, I'm just going to gently open that up, and my little stick here, make sure it's clean, and maybe might put 2 in. 2 big heaped teaspoons. Now this is Tekaroos, and they're probably off Amazon, I would say. When I was originally buying my stuff, most of it come off Amazon before Temu come out. Okay, so just mix that around a bit with my spoon. Found these spatulas in my cupboard, so I thought I'd give them a go today. Alright, I think that's enough colour in it. So let's see how we go. pour that in. Get it to about there. Now I do want to thank everybody for watching my flower video and liking. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it, everybody hitting that like button. I got I think about at the moment 360 views in 4 or 5 days that I put it up. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you all doing that. To all of my brand new subscribers, like, thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. I got an extra 23 subscribers, which I really do appreciate. I have 467. So like, I am so appreciative. I really do appreciate you all watching my videos, all of your lovely comments. It just makes my day seeing your comments, and you know, I just can't tell you how much I appreciate it. So there we go, there we are. So, and I am, if anybody's been watching, and I've talked to you about the markets, and I think I did that last week. I have found a new market near me in Adelaide at Port Adelaide. So I am going to go and have a look at that on Sunday. That might be more towards what I sell. The market that I do now it's a veggie market on a Saturday morning. Got to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to be there. And like, it sells other stuff, but it's mainly veggies. So I thought I would give this this other market a bit of a look and see whether I can get a stall there. Even if I do one stall and see how I go and see what that atmosphere is. It's better than not doing them at all. So it looks coppery. Maybe I just want to put a little bit more in. I just want to give it that shine. So if anybody's in Adelaide and sort of in the northern area, and you can recommend a market that I should be doing, please don't hesitate to put that down in the comments. I have started going onto Facebook and having a look and just seeing what's around that I'm going to be able to do. So there we go. Now it's starting to thicken up nicely. Yes, I put all the water in. Just move that out of the way. There we go. So I'm just going to move him up a little bit. Hopefully not quite out of view, because I want to be able to get to this one without moving it. So there we go. Now I do find if I put the gloss sealer onto this, which is a polyurethane sealer, it brings out the colors. Like the flowers, it just brought out the colors in those flowers. I was so impressed with them. So there we go, and pour that in. Oh, I've got lumps. I've stood here and stirred that long and I've still got lumps. Oh no. You can see the shine in it. Oh no, I'm gonna have to quickly make up some more. Alrighty, so I have got another 90 grams. I didn't think that I quite needed as much as I do. So just finishing mixing that. I think this is going to be a bit darker because I put the same amount in this one as I did in the last lot. So just want to, oh, it's started to go solid. Right. Oh, seriously. Still not quite enough. Well, that's way bigger than I thought it was. All right, I'll be back in a second. Alrighty, so I've topped that up. Just gonna take a little bit out of it. There we go. It's just a little bit too much. Only put an extra 30 in there. There we go. That'll do. And I have a flower over the back that I'm going to put it in. I just want to put like just the tiniest bit more powder into this. So I'm just going to dip my spoon in the powder and just drop that on there, because it is mainly just liquid that I've got. I think a little bit more. I've got to be careful doing this. Dripping a dirty spoon in there is not a good idea. Right, that's a little bit thicker. So, actually, I've got some houses over here. I might just pour it into the houses. So we'll just get that into the houses. There we go. Perfect. Beautiful. That just gets that out of the way. Sorry about my arm. Okay, I will organise some resin for this. I will get a bigger container, I think, and do a bigger lot. Alrighty, so I have got 90 grams powder, so I'm doing it in the same container because I want to put it in the bottom of this. So I'm just gonna I think that's just a bit of mica powder. So we're going to do the same colour in the base. So I want to put a couple, fair amount in there. I want to use it all. Now, give that a mix. And then we get our 30 grams, which I did not mix up. So let's just mix up my 30 mils or 30 grams, either one, of our water. And let's mix that in. There we go. And I think it's decided to rain. That's not good. Okay, let's mix that around. Get that in there. Scrape it all down on the sides. I think I do need to be using my bigger spatula for this. I'm sorry, I realise you probably haven't even seen. I do it all the time, and you know I don't eat it. I don't have the facilities to edit, so everything gets done on my phone, I'm afraid. Alright, rid of that powder off there. Make sure that is all mixed in. There we go. So as I was saying before, like if you do a market in Adelaide, let me know. Let me know where you go and I'll come and have a look. Come and introduce myself. And maybe hopefully get some tips from you of how you go at your markets. There we go. Because I want to be doing different things to other people. So, sorry about my head, I just wanted to blow that white out. So I'm just going to pour that in there. I just want it to come up to the line there. Up to, yep, to about there. And then I am going to make copper coloured rose. Move my coffee cup out of the way. Actually, I am going to use my, I think it's a chrysanthemum, I'm not sure. I'm going to use a peony mould because I'm going to try and get that around the edges of it and get it in there. So I'm just going to pour that in there like that. Try and get it all the way around in those edges. Just want some of it to sit on the edges. Well, it might have been better in the other mould. Definitely think it would have been better in the other mould. So scrape that out. And what I'm going to do, scrape that off, and I'm going to bring my other mould over here. So I just want the bits on the edges, just to cover that. And then I'm going to pour it into this mould. And I'm going to do the same thing with this mould as well. Just get it around those edges. Tip most of it out. There we go, squeeze it out. There we are. Now see how we go with that. And then we're going to get this one. And I'm going to roll it around. And then I'm going to get my rose and I'm going to pour it into my rose as well. Oopsie. Squeeze that out. Okay. We'll see how we go with that one. So I'm hoping that it will all settle in the petals. And there we are. Pull that. There we go. Just want it on the tips of the petals, really. And we may as well do our last one. See what we can get into this mould. Squeeze it out. Go, pour that out. There we go. Now, this one. So I'm hoping to have like a variation. There we are. Let's roll that around. I did love those roses the other day. I still can't believe how beautiful they turned out. I'm just going to squeeze that like that. Squeegee, squeegee. There we go. Now, I'm going to put that back up there. And then I will find another colour to put in them. I might go round when it dries a little bit and just get like the excess off there. So I might wipe it and so that I can get colour in behind it. Otherwise I won't get the colour in behind it. So there we are. We will see how we go with those. Because I would like to sit a flower maybe into this. So, I made a mark on it. So let's just move him out of the way and wipe up our mess. Let's get rid of that. And I'm going to give this a couple of minutes. Actually, no, I'm going to pour on the top of it because I did something the other day and I poured on the top of it. And it was too dry and the top come off. So I will just quickly clean this up. I'm actually no, I'll quickly clean this up and I'll come back. Okay, so I've got 300 grams of powder and I didn't mention it. It is the AR 400 casting powder, eco casting powder from Wilma. So I'm going to just mix up my powder. I'm going to halve it and then I will put my powders in there. So I'll have to work quick. So I'll get my proper spoon and get this done. Now I shouldn't be doing it this way, the lazy way, but too late now. I've already poured the water in. Slopping, I'm rushing now. Okay, so don't rush, just stir. Please excuse all my noises. I have my heater going inside and I am right next to the outlet for the heater. It is a gas heater, so it does vent outside, but standing near it, I'm about 2 feet away from it. It actually warms up the little area that I stand in as well. So because it is about 14 degrees outside at the moment. So that's one of the noise. There's a gentleman over the back of me cutting down one of his trees. And it's started to rain, so you're going to hear the rain on the roof. So I don't need as much for our first part of our face. So I'm going to go about 100 mils, I think. It's very hard to see in this one how much I've got left. Not sure. Looks like I've got 50 mils left actually. Nope. Just gonna leave it in that and put our colours in. So now I should already have these open, shouldn't I? So let's go our brown in there. Sprinkle that in. Get a fair amount. Oh, that's more than a fair amount in there, isn't it? We'll get our gold. Wow, that's a lot in there. Now we'll get our gold into this one. I don't want as much in that one. Wow, that's a waste. Okay. Stir this up. Now it might need a little bit more water to run a bit, but I don't want it running too much. So stir that. Go. Now, wow, that's a lot. Okay. That is a little hard to mix that in. Okay. Hopefully it gives it a shine. It's very dark, isn't it? Now, just quickly just remix this one. A little bit of brown in there is not going to hurt. Okay, this is a little bit more runnier. Doesn't have enough as much powder in it, but we're going to see how we go. And I just want to make sure you're in there. And let's pour. Get that. Get it all the way in there. And we get that it's got quite thick now, so I'm just going to just scrape that out. Go. And then let's get this one, and we'll just scrape that one out as well. Put that up there. Hopefully that's, the edge seems to be holding up as well. Okay. Now, I might just go like this, give it a bit of a little swirl like that, just so that it looks nice on the back as well. There we go. Right, I'm going to leave these to set. I don't really want to touch them. I think I've got mainly brown and mainly gold, or mainly, yeah, bronze and gold. It's shining on this side, so hopefully we've got a shine on the other side. I maybe should have put a little bit more gold, but what I'm going to do when I do put the sealer on this, I will put a tiny bit of gold in it, like an interference gold, just to bring out that shine in it. So alright, I'll come back in a few hours. I might play with my flowers and then I'll come back. Okay, so while they're drying, I am just going to show you what I want to do with these flowers. So I'm just going to move them out of the way. My little head she's quite warm, so that means she's doing her stuff, and these are starting to set as well. So the sparkle on this bronze, like on the brown, is amazing. So hopefully we get the sparkle on this as well, so hopefully you can see them. I'll bring them down a little bit. So I want to, now I've scrunched the rose a little bit, so what I want to do is I want to scrunch them a little bit and then pour my powder in there. I'm going to do hot pink, and I want to see how that goes, because I want to be able to put the hot pink around it as well. So I am going to mix it up. I've got my water here. I'm not going to put my hot pink in yet because I didn't do my star. So I'm going to do my star before I put the colour in. So I'm going to just grab my stick. I will just wipe it, make sure there is no brown on it. I wipe it with alcohol just to make sure there's no colour stain on it. So there we go. Let's move that up a little bit so you can see. So I'm just stirring it. Mix it around. It always mixes so easy. I love using it. There we go. I did, on the weekend we went to a concert, sort of a concert. It was like a personal thing. It was up in the country. It was a wakery, so if anyone's in South Australia, you'll know where wakery is. It was at the Institute, and friends of ours very much into music, country music and all sorts of things, and they got Adam Harvey to sing at their hall. It was wonderful. He was such a nice man, and to raise money for their bowling club and to do the Institute up, they asked for donations. So I donated some of the things that I have been making that I haven't been able to sell, and I got such a good reception taking them up there. It was wonderful. It felt so good to donate some stuff for a good cause and to help them keep their little community hall going. We do go up there quite often to see music, to visit the river. So alright, so I'm going to just get pour my little star. So I do apologise for my arm. So just pour my little star here. I'm yabbering away about my weekend. get that little star in. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so we had a wonderful time. We do go up and help. So we go up and we help clean the hall. We donate stuff to give away. So that's why we sort of got to sit around and have a chat to Adam Harvey afterwards, which was wonderful. So hopefully they will get more acts up there. And if you're in Adelaide, look up Rocks Cordola as well. We do a music festival up on the river. So it's called Cordola Rocks the River. And you can go and camp there, and it's a wonderful weekend. I do recommend it. We go up and we set it all up, and we sell the tickets and we sell the drinks, and it's such a wonderful thing to do. There we go. So it takes time out of our busy lives to go and help somebody else. Now, just scrape that excess powder off. There we go. It doesn't matter if there's a bit of a ripple. And I'm going to just scrunch, 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 and scrunch. I want to just tap that there. There we go. Tap that center. Break that center up just to get it in the center a bit. And scrape that off. Now let's see if we have enough. A rose. Pour him all the way. Might have to make up a bit more. Yep. So do this one. Scrape that out. There we go. And I'll make up a little bit more for this one, and I'll come back when it's all dry. Just wanted to quickly show you, I am giving these a bang because my last ones had quite a few bubbles in them. So I'm just banging them all the way around, giving them a tap. See, there's lots of bubbles coming up out of that one as well. Giving this one a bang because this one had lots of bubbles and missing pieces. So there we go. I'll keep doing this until it starts to set a little bit better, just to get the bubbles out of these. My rose is the main one that I had looked like it had bugs had bitten it all over. So rightio, I'll come back in a second. Okay, demold time. So I'm going to start with these. So I'm going to leave my little star because sometimes when I pull him out he's not quite set, so I'm going to leave him till I need my little mold next time, and then I'll pop him out. So let's go. I call it a chrysanthemum. So just going to just gently pull that out. Now I can see that I have got air bubbles because I can see some of the resin left in the little holes. Wow, there's a lot of air bubbles in that. Now I banged him really well. So I think he needs to be more watery. Wow, there's a lot of holes in him. That's disappointing. Look at all the bubbles. Okay. Right, I'm disappointed in that one. So turn it back in the right way. Give it a bit of a bang. Turn him back in the right way. Let's see how our rose went, shall we? You've got to be super careful as well when you're unmolding that. So just get these extra pieces off. See how we go. Still got air bubbles. I think it was the way that I did it as well. With the those pieces in it. So I'm just going to pop him out. There we go. Oh, wow. Look at all the bubbles. I think these are a bit of a fail this time. Definitely hasn't worked as well as it has before. Now these are not too bad because you can't really see the bubbles in them. So I'm just going to shake all that excess out of there. There we go. Now let's see this one. This one's a lot pinker on the end. And pull that out. Wasn't a good way to do them, I don't think. I think I'll stick with the original way that I did them, which is pouring it all in together. So I'm just going to move my rose. So look at all the bubbles in it. Bubbles in that one. Look at them all. Didn't do a good job at these at all. Oh, wow. And that just broke as well. Super fragile on the ends. Yep. I'm not even going to worry about painting them because they really didn't work out. I'm going to put that down to... Didn't work. Might give them... Though when they're a little bit stronger, I might just give them to my grandchildren just to play and paint with. Like every time I touch that, it seems to break. So I obviously didn't mix it right. So let's go with this one. Let's get rid of all my mess. Make sure you're in focus. And pull this one down. I think I might just move you over a smidge. Bring you down a smidge. There we go. That's better. Sorry about the movement there. Just making sure you're all in focus. All in there. So I'm just going to pull this down over. It does come out quite easy. Sit this down there. And just pull it up. And it will just come up because it's such a beautiful soft mould. And they are not meant to be shiny. There we are. Comes out nice and clean. And let's see how we went with her. She is two-toned, three-toned. But that's alright because she has different colours there as well. Now, still got the marks, but not as bad as last time. And she definitely has a shine. So I don't know whether you can see it, but she is shining. So let's take our other one out. Now, I will bring it back up because I don't think you can see the whole entire mould with this one. So let's go. Now this is the first time making this mould because I had to repair it. So just going to pop that out gently. Oh, there we go. Popped out easy. And our mould didn't stay together. So I need to find another way of fixing that. I'll just have to super glue it every time I want to use it. Or maybe get some sort of a peg, make up a little box. I think I'll make up a little box that sits in here so that it just sits in it. Maybe a little cardboard box so that this end piece sits in it. So let's turn her over. Now you can see, now this is not very straight, but that's what I wanted. I didn't want it super straight at the back. So I don't know whether you can see, but it is shining. Let's go, turn him over. Oh, now he's got the wrong colour nose, but I like it. I like how that's done that. See how I've got a join? Didn't want the join. Definitely didn't want the join on it. So let's get, I'll come back in a second. I'm just going to find something. Grabbed an old nail polish, like a polish thing, file. So all I'm going to do, just try and get rid of those bubbles out of there. Now this is not meant to be straight. I do love the colours in it. There we go. And then let's go around. Just get rid of that deeper colour there. Straighten it at the bottom. No one's going to see the bottom, but let's get that side. Go. Just want to get those bubbles out so that I can show you what I want to do with it. Okay, I might just get my proper nail file. Right, I've given it a little bit of a file. Now I'm just a little bit disappointed in his nose, but I think he looks pretty cool because he's all textured, so it looks like he's handmade with the wrong colour nose. But let's just move some of this out of the way. I do love the back of him. Now I'm going to get my sealer. Now I was going to put a bit of sparkle in him, but I don't know that I will. I'm going to just try, because I was going to put a bit of pearl in him, but I might just try just this. So polyurethane varnish cloths. I have my little brush. This one will do because he does have a sparkle. Now let's see whether we can bring this sparkle out. See how we go with it. Not going to seal the back of it at the moment. I will wait and I will seal it when it dries. So just putting that sealer on there. It soaks it in nicely when it is still a little bit wet. So just get him in his nose. He's got quite a large nose. Now I really quite like how this mould has turned out. Get in there, right up his nose, in his lips. There we go. I'm really pleased with this. It's turned out better than I thought it would. Here we are. If I wanted to, I could always paint his nose brown, because he's got a couple of little air bubbles in him. So I think next time, like, I will make sure before I go pouring the two that I try and get it into this piece first, and just to make sure it is all in the right places. But I like him. I'm putting him inside. So I'm just going to just do that bit. There we go. Now I could sand him a lot more to get these little fine bubbles out, but I'm not going to worry about it. I do like how he's sitting on his little bust thing. There we go. Now I'm going to seal the underneath of it, because I'm not sealing the back of him at the moment. Liberal amount on him. Get in those air bubbles there. Go. Bit more up here. Make sure he's all sealed. Lips. There we are. Hopefully you have seen all that. There we are. How cool is that? I love him. Love him, love him, love him. Oops. So let's do our girl and let's see how she turned out. I think I might just seal her as well. So I don't think I will put in a colour on her. So I will just do the inside. There we go. Love how it goes darker. I did have sun a second ago and now I've missed it. Missed my opportunity for a photo op. But I saw recently when you take your photos, don't take them in the sun. It gives you better colour when you're actually doing it in the shade. So there we go. I'm just doing it pretty quick. Disappointed in how those flowers turned out, but doesn't really matter. Go. We'll find something to do with them. My little bug-eaten rose there. I will try and pretty them up maybe. Okay. Now I always do this wrong. Always do it wrong. Just hold him up there. And I do know that I should be wearing gloves. Really. There we go. Get that over there. That off. Got a bit on it. Yeah. Spin him around, get those bubbles off. There we go. Because it's drying, it's a lot better to be doing it inside, I think, when I'm sealing them. And plus I'm rushing because this is already a long enough video for you to all watch. Okay, so there we go. So I will take some photos of it when it is dry. Try and get a little bit more light on it. Get rid of that bit. Got a bit on it. So just put that down again. Bang. There we go. Rid of my fingerprints off his nose. Go. There we go. So I want to thank you again so very much for watching. Thank you to all of my lovely subscribers. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it, how it absolutely makes my day to get up in the morning and see all of your lovely comments, to see all of my brand new subscribers and all of your comments as well. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. So let me know what you think of this video. Hit the like button. It's free to hit the like button. It just gets me out there a little bit more. Hit the subscribe. If you want to see more, subscribe. And definitely let me know what you think in the comments. So thank you very, very much for watching. Cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. So I will catch you next time and be safe. Okay, so I'm back. I know I said goodbye, but I just wanted to show you that I've actually fixed him. So I just put a little bit of the brown, the copper powder, bronze powder, whatever it was, into my polyurethane varnish, and I have just covered him with it. So just finishing covering his lips, just doing underneath of there. There we go. So I just put the tiniest bit into the varnish. So I'm just getting in these tiny little pieces there, and we are done. So I think I might put a little bit of gold over here, and then I'll take some photos and I will catch you all next time. So thank you so very much again for watching. And I'll see you next time, and be safe.